You're not lazy. You're protecting yourself. Sounds strange, right? But stay with me. Maybe you're not failing at life. Maybe you're just trying to survive it. You wake up, but not really. Your body's there, but your soul is still lying down. And the day, it already feels heavy. It's not the blanket. It's not the bed. It's the weight of all the expectations you don't even say out loud anymore. You should get up early. You should be productive. You should focus. You should have energy, ideas, clarity. But something inside you doesn't respond. It stalls. It shuts down. So you roll over, grab your phone, and drift into that familiar, numbing state. One video, then another. Notifications, endless scrolling, distraction, silence. And in that quiet space, the judgment hits hard. I'm lazy. I'm weak. I'm the reason I'm stuck. But what if that's not true? What if this isn't another failure, but a quiet cry for help? What if the thing you call laziness is really your mind saying, I'm tired, I'm trying, but I need a break? Maybe you're not avoiding the day. Maybe you just don't have the energy to keep pretending everything's fine. Maybe your body isn't failing you. Maybe it's doing exactly what it was designed to do. Protect you. Protect you from what? From the buildup. From the noise. From the constant pressure to always be on. Protect you from the kind of exhaustion that doesn't show up in blood tests, but settles deep in your soul. Protect you from pushing past your limits again and again, just to meet expectations you never even agreed to. Sometimes, procrastination isn't about laziness. It's not about being careless. It's not even about avoiding things. It's your body going into defense mode. It's your nervous system quietly pulling the emergency brake. It's the only way your body knows how to say, there's something hurting in here, and I can't keep pretending it's fine. Stopping in that moment isn't giving up. It's surviving. It's screaming without sound. It's your body trying to save itself, even if, from the outside, it looks like failure. And no, this isn't drama. It's not overreacting. It's not an excuse. This isn't just poetry. It's biology. Your body isn't sabotaging you. It's trying to protect you. There's a mechanism in the brain called freezing. When your system realizes it can't fight or run, it shuts you down. It's survival, ancient and automatic. It's your brain saying, there's no way out, so I'm going to stop you before you completely break. So you freeze. You can't start. You can't move. Your mind feels foggy. Your body feels heavy. Your eyes are open. But you're not really there. It looks like laziness. But it's collapse. It's your nervous system sounding the alarm, quietly, begging for rest, for relief, for gentleness. But no one sees that. On the outside, you just look distant. And the worst part? Even without understanding what's happening, you blame yourself. As if you're weak. As if you're broken. When really, you're just trying to survive with what's left. Every unanswered email, every project you keep putting off, every simple thing that suddenly feels impossible. They're not just tasks. They're constant reminders of how much you've been demanding of yourself, even when there's nothing left in you. But you know what's even harsher? It's not what the world expects from you. It's what you expect from yourself. Perfection, results, clarity, impact. And when you can't deliver, comes the guilt, the shame, the silence. The world sees your pause and calls it laziness. It sees your silence and assumes you don't care. But what it doesn't see is how much effort it takes for you to not fall apart. The exhaustion that doesn't show on your face, but weighs on your chest. The quiet strength it takes just to stay standing, while everything inside you wants to collapse. You look at that goal like someone staring up at a mountain. knowing you don't even have the strength for one single step. And then the questions start creeping in. What's wrong with me? Why can everyone else handle this? And I can't. Why does this feel so easy for them and so impossible for me? But maybe you're asking the wrong questions. Maybe this isn't about strength or capability. Maybe this is about care. What if, instead of forcing yourself to climb, you listen to the part of you that's asking to rest? What if, instead of comparing yourself to people who are running, you gave yourself credit for simply trying to walk? Because sometimes the real question isn't, what's wrong with me? It's, what inside me is asking to be cared for and still hasn't been heard? It's not laziness. It's your body, tired of screaming without being heard. It's your mind, worn out from fighting silent battles every single day. It's that weight in your chest that no one sees, but you carry it like concrete. It's the fear of trying one more time and falling apart again. Not because you don't want it, but because you know how much it hurts when it doesn't work. It's the quiet history of failed attempts, the ones no one noticed, the ones you erased yourself, and every time a new chance shows up, that voice whispers, "Why even try if I already know how this ends?" So you pause, and then you blame yourself for pausing. But stopping, at this point, isn't weakness. It's survival. You're not avoiding life. You're shielding yourself from the pain that keeps coming with it. And no matter what the world says, feeling this way doesn't make you less. It doesn't make you broken. It doesn't make you a failure. It makes you human. Deeply human. What if, just for a moment, you traded judgment for curiosity? What if instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" you asked, "What might I need right now?" What if the first goal of your day wasn't to get everything right, but just to be a little gentler with yourself? Because some days, getting out of bed is a quiet kind of victory. Some days, taking a shower, making something to eat, replying to one message, that's braver than showing up to a meeting or making a big decision. We've been taught that courage means action, but sometimes courage looks like stillness, like respecting your limits when everything inside you is begging you to keep pretending. Maybe you're trying too hard to function when what you really need is to feel heard. Maybe you don't need bigger goals or better routines. Maybe you just need space. A soft place to exist without immediate pressure. Because your real struggle isn't in your to-do list. It's inside, quiet. Asking to be seen, not with urgency, but with compassion. You don't need more pressure, not another goal, not another system to make you more productive. What you might really need is space. Space to breathe, to feel what's stuck inside you, without being afraid to touch it. Because not everything that hurts needs to be fixed right away. Some pain just needs to be acknowledged, felt, validated. You don't have to rush to fix what you feel. You just need to learn how to listen to yourself, without cutting yourself off. No need to name it. No need to rush back to being functional. Just listen. Real transformation doesn't start when you do more. It starts when you make enough. Quiet to finally hear what's been screaming inside you. It starts when you look in the mirror. Not to correct yourself, but to finally offer yourself some softness. And maybe instead of asking, "How do I get better?" you could gently ask, "What inside me is asking for care today? What haven't I had the courage to feel yet? What am I needing to hear that no one ever told me?" You're not a machine. You weren't born to function. You were born to live. And living also means stopping. It means feeling. It means saying, "Today, I just can't." And that's okay. You're trying. With everything you've got. Even when no one sees it. even when you don't see it. Maybe you don't need a new productivity plan. Maybe you just need permission. Permission to be human. Permission to feel. Permission to rest. Because behind what you call laziness, there might be a pain quietly asking, "Please listen to me before you force me to move." And when you finally listen, that's when everything starts to change. If this spoke to a part of you that's been silent for too long, maybe it's time to stop pushing and start listening. Subscribe, not for answers, but to keep this quiet conversation with yourself alive.